Although it may seem obvious, the luxury surrounding the royal family is impressive. But today, we won't be talking about the kings. Instead, we'll focus on the world's wealthiest queens. From Queen Mathilde of Belgium to the world's most essential and influential queen, Elizabeth of England. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications because these are the 7 richest queens in the world. Be sure to stay until the end because I assure you, you didn't know about number 2. Let's get started. Number 7. Queen Mathilda of Belgium. Let's start with the Queen of Belgium, Mathilde Marie Christine Ghislaine de Uticum de Cause. This queen symbolizes grace, compassion, and devotion to her country. The story of her career, from speech therapist to Queen of Belgium, is truly inspiring. During her reign, Queen Mathilde has been actively involved in numerous charitable initiatives, focusing on social issues, children's rights, and education. To understand Queen Mathilde's wealth, it's necessary to understand the financial organization of the Belgian monarchy. The state grants the Belgian royal family an annual sum known as the civil list to cover its expenses. The civil list has been set at 13.6 million euros for 2020. However, similar to the Spanish monarchy, this amount is distributed among various members of the royal family and covers a variety of expenses, not just personal wealth. According to some sources, Queen Mathilde has a nearly $5 million net worth. In contrast, others indicate a range between 1 and 5 million. It has been observed that her net worth has increased significantly in recent years. However, exact details have not been disclosed. Number 6. Queen Letizia of Spain. Next up is Queen Letizia of Spain, a well-known journalist and news anchor before she was elevated to royalty, an actual celebrity. Her former career gives her a unique perspective and set of skills that she now applies to her duties as the monarch of Spain. Queen Letizia's wealth is peculiar in that it is not directly her money, but a mixed fund of public funds from the state and private sources. In other words, she lives from her pocket and the Spanish state. For the year 2023, this budget amounts to 8.4 million euros. Although it is not her money, she can live a good life. However, this amount is not only for Queen Letizia. Still, it is distributed among members and for other purposes, including salaries, maintenance of royal residences, and official travels. While exact figures on Queen Letizia's personal wealth remain private, it is known that she has earned significant income from her former journalistic career. In addition, she has inherited assets and properties that have contributed to her net worth. Number 5. Queen Rania of Jordan. Next is the Queen of Jordan, Rania, a global icon known for philanthropy, intelligence, and beauty. However, when it comes to wealth, the statistics are staggering. Queen Rania has a net worth of $35 million, according to Celebrity Net Worth. Her wealth is not only due to her status as a monarch. She is a shrewd businesswoman with investments in the stock market and significant real estate holdings. According to Forbes magazine, she is one of the most powerful women in the world. Looking at her online platform, it is easy to deduce that Queen Rania is a multi-millionaire. The site provides a wealth of information about her involvement in initiatives such as children's welfare and education, women's emancipation, technological advancement, global cooperation, and cultural awareness. It also highlights his presence on crucial boards and his writings. Even when speaking to fashionable media outlets such as Condé Nast Traveler, she consistently focuses on her charitable initiatives rather than her flashy lifestyle. Number 4. Queen Margrethe of Denmark. At number 4 is Queen Margrethe of Denmark, who became Europe's longest reigning monarch after the death of Queen Elizabeth II, something no one thought would ever happen. We love you, Elizabeth. But that's not the only thing that differentiates her from typical royalty. With an estimated net worth of $40 million, it's not just the money that makes her fascinating, but how she chooses to live her life. Known as the Queen of Ashtrays, Margrethe is a chain smoker passionate about the arts. In addition to being fluent in 5 languages, she is an illustrator for J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings and a costume designer for European plays. She earns an annual salary of $16 million, but that's just the surface. The Queen has a knack for investments and real estate, the details of which are shrouded in mystery but are undoubtedly well managed. But Margrethe's lifestyle is as eclectic as her portfolio. Imagine a queen eating a hot dog after shopping or riding a roller coaster for pure pleasure. These are not scenes from a movie. This is Queen Margrethe living her life to the fullest. Yet for all her ostentatiousness, she is deeply rooted in tradition. She believes her royal position is a divine gift. She approaches her role with what author Trine Villemin describes as an enormous sense of duty. Number 3. Queen Sonia of Norway. Although the Norwegian royal family is known for its relatively modest lifestyle compared to other European monarchies, Queen Sonia is an exception. Her collection includes works by renowned artists such as Edvard Munch. She's often seen wearing designer outfits and exquisite jewelry, some priceless family heirlooms. Her wardrobe is considered one of the most expensive among European royalty, and it's not just for show. The Queen believes in the power of presentation and how it reflects her role as a monarch. But what really distinguishes Queen Sonia is her mentality. Over the years, she has made wise investments, especially in real estate. The Queen owns several properties in Norway and abroad, and these investments have brought her great returns, adding a significant portion to her net worth. Although it is difficult to determine an exact figure, some sources estimate her net worth to be around $215 million. However, these figures can vary depending on the assets being considered. Number 2. Queen Maxima of the Netherlands. Not only is Argentina the world champion in soccer, but it also has its own queen. Born in Buenos Aires, Queen Maxima was already making waves in the investment banking world before she met King Willem-Alexander. Her financial acumen is so well regarded that she has served as the UN Secretary General's Special Advocate for Inclusive Development Finance. This role has elevated her status on the world stage and added a unique twist to her already impressive financial portfolio. Her net worth is estimated at more than $300 million. But what's more interesting is how she spends it. Queen Maxima is an accomplished musician and known for her love of music. She owns a collection of rare musical instruments, some of which are museum-worthy. But her love of the finer things in life is not limited to music. Queen Maxima is also an avid collector of fine art, with a collection that includes works by some of the most renowned artists in history. This love of art extends to her public appearances, where she often wears outfits inspired by famous works of art, becoming a walking, talking piece of art. Number 1. Queen Elizabeth II, the British monarch. And finally, let's talk about Queen Elizabeth II, whose net worth may not be the highest you'd expect. Still, she's undoubtedly one of the most famous queens ever. Her wealth is a mix of history, wise investments, and a collection of assets that would make any billionaire green with envy. According to Forbes, her personal fortune is estimated at a staggering $500 million. But Queen Elizabeth II wasn't just sitting on a pile of gold, she was an investor. Her personal investments ranged from stocks and bonds to more exotic assets, perhaps even racehorses and stamps inherited from her son, King Charles. These investments were not static, but dynamic assets that helped grow her wealth. When the Queen died last year at 96, she left behind a complex financial legacy. Her meticulously planned funeral took place at Balmoral Castle. Although specific details are not available, her fortune was part of a $28 billion empire known as the Royal Firm. Prince Charles, the natural heir, inherited her assets, including art collections, jewelry, and properties like the Sandringham House and Balmoral Castle. However, he will not directly inherit the assets of the royal household. This makes him the wealthiest king in the world, but we'll leave that for another video, don't you think? We have reached the end. Which of these queens was your favorite? Let us know in the comments. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any new videos. See you next time!